Okay, 24 minutes. I got 24 minutes of recording. Now I'm just thinking and I'm driving, I'm over here on Fayette again. Thinking about a whole lot of things. Thinking about people. Thinking about how we gotta work for a living. Thinking about the struggles that we gotta go through. All this is coming down on me at once. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking about my kids being in school, and I don't really know what's really going on because I'm not there to see it. It's like we gotta leave our kids, and they gotta go to the arms of strangers. Sometimes these strangers will make you as a parent look like you're a bad person, when in reality you're trying your ultimate best. And that's what's going on with me and my kids' school. I know that I have my little issues. I know that I'm going through something. These changes. I'm 41. Like, who is not going to go through mental changes? And it's like chapter 41 of my book. I didn't really read my manual. The manual is the Bible. I didn't really read it, so now that I'm 41, I'm starting to read it, and I'm starting to understand things a little bit better. I'm starting to understand people in themselves. I'm starting to understand a lot of why things happen the way it did. But one thing I would never probably try to figure out is people. I would never try to figure out people. You know why? Like I said, we are complicated creatures, or complex. You know what I mean? One day you're fine, and then the next day you're just all babbling over the place. But in reality, if we all was having health issues, it wouldn't have been so bad. But because we don't have any control as far as money is concerned, then it's gonna cost us our ultimate, which is our life. Stress could kill you. You know what I mean? And I'm living in a stressful. We all living in a stressful world where every time you look, something going on. We're not supposed to be living like this. We're not supposed to be stressed out about life. That's one thing that we're not supposed to be stressed out about. But we are. We are. It's in the Bible. The apples, all those fruits and vegetables, those should be for free. But we have to pay for it. You know what I mean? We have to literally pay for these things. Now, I understand meat. Meat should be like a luxury. Like, if you want to eat steak, that's different. Because right now they have a beef over steak. Like, a beef over beef meat, over that type of meat. Like, taxes and all that. Like, when is it going to get to that point to where we're not going to be able to afford to buy food, water, food, clothing, and shelter is already sky high, and we just sit here, I don't know, we just sitting back, just watch everything inflate. I mean, I understand what some people are saying. It's like, if you raise the price of alcohol, then so many people are not going to be able to get to it. Or if you raise the price of cigarette, then it's not going to get into the wrong hands. I understand that system. But here's a system that I don't understand. What about the ones that are able to control themselves? They got to pay for the ones that have an addiction? I don't think so. That's why I said this system is not, it's not right. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? And everything goes up. Gas go up. But why did gas go up right now when I need the beach for my therapy? It's a part of the devil's work. Maybe the devil knew that we was going to have this pandemic. Maybe the devil knew that I was going to have to go to the beach regularly. I'm not quite sure. I don't know why he's been bothering me, but it's just full time now for him to stop. Like, oh, my mama, it's just time for you to stop, bro. Like, just leave me alone. Let me live. On everything. Because I just don't understand, like, how could I just be continually living my life from the age of 8, just what I remember. You know what I mean? I'm not even old enough to give consent to anything. You know, there was no consensual, okay, I gotta get off of here. You know, there wasn't no consensual advances made for me. I didn't agree to having sex with nobody. But guess what? They took my virginity. They sure did. But my thing is this: the ones that took my virginity, I just want to know, how did it feel? And if you have a second chance to do it again, would you do it again? And here's my very third question: why didn't you tell anybody that you was molesting me? That's the one that you won't be able to answer. That's the one that you won't be able to answer. And I can answer that for you if you would like. Okay? I'm just going to answer my own question as I'm thinking. Why didn't you tell somebody you was molesting me? Oh yeah, I know, because you're a coward. You're a little pervert. You was born to be a perv. So you can't really go and tell people about, these demons that's riding you. So you have to go and just innocently attempt to destroy a good person's life. Like, my life was not meant for me to go through all this struggle, but I ended up struggling. It says you wrestle not with the flesh, but with principalities. However that goes in the Bible, it's in there. You know what I mean? We're supposed to wonder if this is okay for you to do. Is this okay for you to do this? Or if that's okay for you to do that? We're supposed to be wondering things. You're supposed to be able to sit down and think to yourself, like, damn, is this the right choice that I'm making? Because when Eve went and picked the apple from that tree, according to the Bible, she knew what she was getting herself into, and her husband knew too. So it's not like they both knew. So when man is over here blaming females for eating the apple, first of all, you should blame yourself too, honey, because guess what? The girl might have given you the apple, but guess what? You the one that bit it. Nobody put a gun to your head and tell you to bite that apple. You chose to do that. And because you chose to eat that apple, guess what? We all have to pay for it. Everybody. And we have to pay for it by making the right choices. And sometimes we get to an adult stage to where we don't really know about our choices. We don't really know, we don't know what choices to make. We don't know if the choices that we're making is the right choice. We don't know nothing. We just going along with the flow. Yes, sometimes you're like, well, from other people's experience, you can learn from that. Other people is not me, so I'm not really going to learn from their experience. Sometimes I have to learn things on my own. I have to learn about things myself. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm getting ready to do my therapy session number 25. I think that's where I'm at. Yeah, because my last one was 24. This is session 25. No, this is 26. Because like yesterday, it was kind of whack. It was kind of like rapid. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't know. I just hope that I'm going to be healed. I don't know, in Jesus' name. I just hope that I'm going to be healed from whatever it is that I'm going through. I know it's really minor. I just got to remember to pay my car note. And even though I have the money just sitting in my backpack, I got to pay that car note. It's just, after you get to a certain stage in life, you just get tired. You get tired of going through things. You get tired of, you just get tired. And what do you do after you're tired? You rest. And that's what I'm doing. I'm resting. My counselor told me that I need a whole year off, and I'm like, no, I think I could still work, but I don't think I'm ready to go back in the working field. But I'm still going to try to push myself. I mean, what more can you do, take care of yourself and your responsibility. I can't just sit at home and depend on unemployment. That's not gonna cut it.